The program doesn't have to auto-regulate. You just need to auto-regulate. When people think about like auto-regulation, they think like that the program has to be built in a specific way to basically take steps forward or steps back, right? So you're modulating volume and intensity. And that can be the case, but I would argue that true auto-regulation is understanding from the athlete or the trainee that like you can basically modify the program from day to day to make it work for you. This is one of the reasons that rated perceived exertion is so powerful, is because like it literally has this subjective rating of difficulty that you can meet yourself where you're at, right? When you attach like a very objective number or percentage to things in our brain, it makes us try to like reach on days when we necessarily shouldn't, right? But anything above like RP 6 and like 7, 8, 9, and 10 is going to be challenging. The real test of an athlete is like meeting yourself at that level of challenge when you're not at your best. Like, so auto-regulation literally could be like, if you have 3 sets of 3 at RP 7, and on a good day, you know, that looks like 225 pounds, but on a bad day, that looks like 205. Like, that's just adjusting the load to meet yourself where you're at. They both provide a stimulus that is that level of challenge. And if you do that well over time, what happens is you basically meet yourself where you're at over and over again. Your best becomes better. You learn to, you're basically training yourself to intentionally train like hard in a way that doesn't beat you down. Like if you do 3x3 at 225 like week 1 or, you know, some week of your training cycle, and then shortly thereafter, you do 3 sets of 3 at 225 when you should be hitting like, you know, RP 7 work, and it's actually RP 9 work. You're not really meeting yourself at where you're at. You're letting your ego take over for you. And that actually is what causes people to accumulate more fatigue than they can handle and they actually stop progressing because they're actually not auto-regulating. They're just letting themselves like get worked up about the weight on the bar, as opposed to how the bar is moving, how you're feeling, and ultimately like your performance is going to flow through good decision making. It doesn't have to be just built into the program. You can do it yourself. It can be built into the program, but again, if you make good training decisions over and over again with an approach that meets yourself where you're at and basically looks to achieve the stimulus and the desired goal of the program and the desired goals for like why you're training, you're probably going to be okay. If you get greedy all the time, if you're always trying to overreach and overshoot and you're not meeting yourself where you're at, you're going to sabotage yourself and you're not going to get where you want to go, probably get injured or just have a bad time.